Let's keep because of consign to memory. This is an aggro deck, that's rough for my deck. Only standard is relevant at the moment, understandable. This is an understandable view, but it strikes me as kind of weird and maybe a little bit sad even. That's like my gut reaction to that, but it's really the only reason to play anything ever. The format's relevancy, it doesn't necessarily seem to be the case in the past. Not always. The assembler is looking kinda mid, but I guess if my opponent would go for the fraud deck, I could play it. Now you can't play Seraph on 3. That's because I plan to play Beza on 4. Because I still take a damage next turn, so there's low upside to my play. Whoa, they made a flying night token with Mockingbird. In that case, better lucky than good, and I'll play my Seraph. I love prototype cards on Magic Online and how they are all whitened out and they tell you that they're white. What are you discovering of Quintorius? Keep watching and you'll find out. The answer might surprise you. It probably will, actually. Worst card I've ever played in Amulet sideboard. Well, I have 4-0s way in the past, which ran 10 MD Harvester and Numo the Devastator as well, I guess. Is the second Beza? Yeah, you can discover a second Beza actually, so that's true. Maybe next time the best play is going to be Virtue of Loyalty rather. Everyone raves about Convoke, but I always see it do badly like this. Convoke is pretty good against Dimir. That's probably why. That's why one would rave about it. Okay, I'll play the Autonomous Assembler. And I will not attack. I played with Zakama in Amulet. I played with Hydrate Krasis. I played with Inferno Titan. I played with Beast Within. Beast Within is not the worst though, of course. Also, my opponent is not really playing Convoke, rather the blue-white. Well, I guess you could call it Convoke. I don't know, they play the Convoke man though. I don't think they necessarily do. Leyline Aggro. Damn. Nice aggro, bro. Nice aggro ink that you're performing over here. But yeah, there are some decks in standard in general where people are trying to exploit go for the fraud being the default removal. Holy shit, they actually aggroed. which is not the worst strat. Like, looking at my deck, if I played this against Dimir, they would just kind of shit their pants. This curve. At least sort of. Ooh, Beza is gonna make the fishes now. She's really good with the virtue. So you can attack with the Steel Seraph with lifelink for free. Activate this, play Skyland. It looks good. How much damage has my opponent dealt to me this game? Significant amount, but I'm at 21 still. 4 mana. Is that Mockingbird again? Seems like they're casting an X cost card. Copy Beza. Draw a card, make treasure. Solid. Beza. Beza. So I guess I can attack for a turn. I'll just play this Hammond and Surveil. Maybe we're gonna find Quintorius or Trumpeting Carnosaur to do some stuff, but Steel Seraph, I mean, I'm not gonna put it back. Not gonna put it onto my graveyard. Maybe I can Vigilance Beza. Maybe I can Lifelink Beza. Like, yeah. What is here? A autonomous assembler. I'll kill their Beza. It's 5 toughness, right? Yes. Good. Life gain. Now my monsters are humongous. Steel Seraph is a 7/7. Fishes are 4/4. And so I get only getting worse for my opponent. I think they might be in an unwinnable position. No matter how many more Mockingbirds they top deck. Oh, Regal Unicorn, okay. So maybe a Regal Unicorn equipped with the Double Strike Trample Axe could technically get me. I don't think I have much removal in my deck. So guess that could get me, but it is very expensive. This doesn't fly. Neither does this. Okay. It's only this flies. If I make a small one, can activate the Mishra's Foundries and then make a Mirrex monster. And the +2/+1 doesn't really matter much. I'm assuming I can make Mirrex. Yeah, I can. Holy shit, they untap for the second time as well. Ooh, no, summoning sick. Well, good thing they untap for the second time as well. So the Knight token gets flying, and the Seraph token gains lifelink. Pow pow. Go to 9 life. I untap everything. I float. I untap everything. I make a Toxic Might. Small, but surely will be powerful. Amulet of Vigor action in the end step. True. I guess that's true. And I assume that next turn, if I attack with all of my monsters, or at least the flying ones, they lose. But a 13-12 Unicorn might slow it down. They took the Seraph. I guess they make it flying? Holy fuck, that's actually really large. I do have a second Seraph though. Alright, so they gained 13 life back. What a game. Holy shit. Getting beaten down by Regal Unicorn, but it doesn't really matter. Geological Appraiser. So Appraiser hits the mystery card or the haste man. Let's play it. Sounds good. We hit the Imodane's recruiter. Do I have any good attacks? Or are any of my attacks bad? What's my biggest creature? This, it's 7 power. So this gains lifelink. This can attack. Those can attack. This gets free blocked, but only sometimes. This gets free blocked. Block, block. I think those shouldn't attack, but I'm not really in a mood to count. Sounds low upside to count. Maybe I should have given lifelink to the Foundry because it gets +2/+2 from this. So they have my Seraph and my Assembler. Assembler with Virtue of Loyalty goes crazy. You put so many counters on there. I guess we're gonna discover twice. Pow. We go to 2. They discover 3 twice. They get another Unicorn. And they Spell Siren. Oh no. And tap all my monsters. And I have this big crew of monsters. 2 fishes. 1 might. 10-9 lifelink. 10-10. What a funny game. Just absolute battle cruiser magic, as they say. No attacks with the Regal Unicorn. Okay. That seems good to me, for me. Standard in a nutshell. Not really, like normally standard is I kill your monster 10,000 times. And like you kill each other's monsters, right? And you have those board states where a person has a planeswalker and a creature and they are so ahead that they can't lose anymore. While here, we were comparing sizes and my sizes were bigger. Alright, so opponent's an aggro deck of sorts. Etali's favor, I think we don't really need the proactivity of the card. And we can skip it. I think if my Quintorius hits removal, it's good enough. There's some combination here. Only in the softest meaning of the word. If you Quintorius into Appraiser, into Etali's favor, into Recruiter, that's a ton of damage, but it's not quite lethal by itself. This is 3 Quintorius casts. So that's 6 damage from the triggers, plus 4, plus 4. It's 14 damage, so it's up to you. Do you want to call this a combination? We're gonna build our deck defensively, though. Does that include playing Kayla's commando? You forgot Carnosaur. Yeah, I guess you start with Carnosaur into Quintorius. Then that adds... that's 20 then. That's exactly 20. I'm gonna play Starfall Invocation, Sheltered by the Ghost. Maybe I'll cut the recruiters entirely. Alright, what is bad? Appraiser into Sheltered. Maybe Autonomous Assembler is bad. But somebody needs to wield those Sheltered by Ghosts. This is challenging. Okay, let's remove 2 Carnosaurs and let's play a 64 card deck. I couldn't get there in time. It's a good thing I'm playing 26 lands and 8 Scrylands, so I'm at no risk of my hand being bad. I'll keep and I'll put back Quintorius Kand. The hand combos with itself pretty well. And we draw Quintorius instantly anyway. Split up is pretty good against Warden of the Inner Sky. It's pretty likely all of their creatures will be tapped when they pass to me. No matter the format, Kanister will never fail to submit a 64 card deck. Yeah. I'll never play so few cards. Bunicorn. Oh no. That is too much. Let's play Autonomous Assemble, cast with Prototype. Which costs me white mana actually. To do. And next turn I can possibly Sheltered and attack, put a counter. That's 4 lifelink damage. Budget deck, playing Scryland instead of Gigachat irrelevantly typed surveillance that may take important cards out of the deck. Well, I'm playing both, but the OG list I copied had only Scrylands, but it makes sense. Like, there's no value to milling in this deck. And there's no Bossage in the format, so it seems like no upside to play surveillance. Maybe there is some fringe one. I think my opponent might be up to something. Do you think I should play Sheltered by the Ghost on my assembler? Let's find out what happens if I do. No, yeah, my opponent was about to pay costs, so he might be interacting. Get lost! No, yeah, no. That's crazy. Did I queue for the Bob of Paradise event? I did not. Did not play many of those prelims. In fact, I played one and I went 1-3 with Convoke. And I probably will not play the Bob of Paradise event as I am visiting my mom on Sunday and I probably will not be home at 4 p.m. I play Beza. Have any counters, bro, or something? No? Can I make 2 fishes and gain 4? Awesome. I'll spend my Sunday sweating the Pioneer Showcase Qualifier instead. Which I'm not playing, but I'm still sweating its results, which is an odd feeling. Did I tell my mom about the Mox race? Not yet, I'll tell her Sunday. But explaining that takes many words, so I wasn't sure if it's worth it. I drew a card, okay. Will I play and stream the Modern Challenge? Not today. Sad. Yeah. I got a counter, I would probably play Seraph and attack with a lifelinking Beza. But I think now I'll split up. So I have just a flying Beza. And next turn I can play a 5/4 flying Seraph, lifelink the Bounding Spring. The Seraph looking pretty good overall. Point is sheltering. So I think I play an Anvil. Trades with this. I give you lifelink my fish. Seems like they're flooded. So even though my deck is 64 cards, they just stood no chance whatsoever. Nice. I think now it's the time to play Quintorius Kand for lulz. This cover 4. We had a Kayla's command. Holy shit, it's so bad. Wait, this card doesn't do jack. Why is it in my deck? I assumed it's okay when I boarded it in, but can give double strike to the Seraph and attack, but then they attack Quintorius back. It's not particularly accomplishing much. I guess I'll just make a free construct with double strike. Keep the Seraph blocker. We can explore onto the double striker. Mishra's Foundry. Oh, I could get Vigilance. Vigilance is one of the options. Then I can attack into Beza for 5. Whoops. Poof goes double strike. That's true, I doesn't even keep it. Probably second setup was way better to play than an assembler. This hand I guess I'll keep. We can play a 2-drop into a Seraph, which I don't have the second white for, but it looks okay. Maybe I went a bit too extreme on the colorless lands. Ooh, we can Etali's favor next turn after the assembler. That's gonna be great. You don't know blue-eyed aggro. Is it called some otherwise normally? Question mark. I don't know. Maybe? Is it called Da Vinci's greatest convoke breakfast concoction, or you just... What do you mean something else? But I was not really familiar with my opponent's deck either. I think it looked like the Levunga showcase deck. Thick Log Mist, classic. Well, it hit 2 monsters, so it doesn't necessarily miss if you hit a helping hand and get an Nautilus now, as I'm not particularly well equipped to stop that from happening. I think my deck might have a bad Nautilus matchup. I don't have removal for Nautilus. But if they don't cast a helping hand instantly, we're good. I guess Unsummon technically exists, but what can you do? Oh yeah. Let's fucking go. Hit you for 7. Dodge the opt. I can't say I'm impressed by Etali's favor. I don't really get it either. It's pretty odd. Like, I guess if you hit it with Quintorius exactly, it's like, I get what it's trying to do. Maybe Caporocci Sunburn. Whatever attacks, nope. Maybe Chimchil, the Inner Sun. Whenever I discover again for the same value. During discovery, discover. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Well, not many options, I guess. But also I could just play a real card. Ooh, maybe you should play Pantlanza. Sunfavored or hit the mother load. Hit the mother. Anyone hitting their mother? Oh, Pantlanza not standard legal. I actually knew. We have dealt with the Ochulus, but there is a helping hand in their graveyard, which means that there's gonna be another Ochulus. Am I excited to put Tifa in my standard deck next year? Maybe I will if I end up playing Final Fantasy VII Remastered. But I don't think that's gonna happen before the set releases. Couldn't use the Funnyland and Sadie Dinosaur. Holy shit, this is an assembly worker. That would be overpowered. Good point. If we live till Carnosaur and it doesn't get countered, we can just win with Quintorius. I guess also have to draw a land. Probably should run more colored lands in my deck rather than the Fountainports. I guess the Mirrex is like a compromise. Do you guys think Tifa would be better than Mary Jane? Well, at what? I have 8 temples in my deck as well, so drawing an untap land is nigh impossible. But yeah, my deck seems real bad against Ochulus, except for the 2 copies of Rest in Peace, so let's board out Etali's favor on the basis of sucking ass and being bad. Maybe board out Beza. Maybe play Split Abyss, as it can actually kill their creatures, and Sheltered by the Ghost, as it can also kill their creatures. Etali's favor can 2 Rest in Peace. Let's cut Imodane's Recruiter. Maybe. Or maybe the Steel Seraph. A recruiter. I guess Trumpeting Carnosaur's removal option is not particularly great. Maybe I want Starfall Invocation. Doesn't look great. I think I need to pressure them. What a deck it is. Is Starfall better than Day of Judgment? Holy shit, there's Day of Judgment in this standard format, that's true. So the issue with Day of Judgment is that if you hit it with Quintorius, it's bad, so you are playing the 5 mana version, so you can't hit it. More. Keep. May put back the assembler. Sunfall, I guess, is an option as well. I don't think Quintorius is what I want now. I would rather hit the land number 4. They will never suspect the virtue of loyalty. What was the missing link for Quint in Standard? Well, what is the missing link? The answer is, I don't know. And I have no idea. Reap in peace. Not bad. Appraiser pre-tutored my rest in peace. I have to say, Sheltered by the Ghost is also odd in this deck. This does not fully make logical sense. In general, stuff is like life is odd in this deck. Sheltered by the Ghost. Oh, I mean, let's get it to my hand, so it's not too bad. I'm not sure this deck makes logical sense in general. It's funny though. I went 5-3, 7th place. Holy shit, Boros midrange. Maybe I cut the Wandering Rescuer and I just disrupted the delicate balance of this deck's curve. But it didn't really seem like I want yet another off-plan expensive card. That's my... You know, it's really good with the virtue of loyalty in play. Once you have 5 creatures, it's free and they just on top. Damn. Whoa! Bro, I was just rest in peacing. And you're doing this. That's too much. Let's do this. Maybe I could put double ward on the appraiser. But I don't know. Good thing we discovered Sheltered. It all comes together now. Lifelink value aggro. They might have split up. I doubt it. But if they had temporary lockdown, that would be brutal. Healthy Gene. Ho ho ho. Zero power creature, you say? That card is legal and standard. Healthy Gene. It sure is. Opponent discarded 2 Adarkar Wastes and played an Adarkar Waste, so they had an Adarkar Waste themed hand, it seems. Can play Agent Blue. And why are we not doing that? Why are we not doing that right now? I think the best card to play is the Appraiser. I'm gonna hit Split Up. Oh, that's actually one of the worst hits. Yeah. What happens with this if it trades? I mean, anti-synergy, it still goes to my hand, so it's still a 4 mana free to draw card. So if this trades for this stays on exile, I assume. Am I correct? Goes the graveyard. Okay, so I guess I was not correct, but Soul Partition will not be put on the battlefield because it is not a permanent card. It goes to exile, but that's because of Rest in Peace. Maybe, who knows actually. Kiora, the Rising Tide. The Tide, bros, when I see the art Kiora, Tide, Rising, yeah, if you catch my drift. Picklock missed. Classic. They kill this, they actually do get a Nautilus, but then I can split up, so I don't think I can lose. I have 37 life as well. Fun fact, the tide rises because of the moon. Curious. I don't know if playing the loyalty or a 4-5 is better, but loyalty virtue is funny. It's a bit better alongside split up in my hand. I thought the moon was fake. Well, it very well might be, we don't actually know. Two for ones are just too weak for current day standard. Yeah, that's too weak. We only play 1 for ones now. You probably mean that we're playing 10,000 for ones, like Enduring Curiosity, but Soul Partition would stay exiled, see? That's what I was guessing. Even mono red can play that case that draws 2 per turn, true. Even mono red can. Holy shit, Assembler dodged the bullet by tapping itself. I mean, it can play the card, but it doesn't really play the card because it actually doesn't, it's not good, so. That's a very theoretical complaint. Wow, tapping your own guy before a split up, I stand corrected, the synergy is through the roof. Well put, I agree. Thank you. It's funny, yeah, it is as if it ducked and then it untapped end of turn. Do I think this archetype could be good in Pioneer also? No. I know I have lethal, but all of the hits from Appraiser seem lethal as well. So I guess Appraiser is also lethal. So I did not miss lethal. No, bros, you can't play Pioneer, it's a dead format, no. Did you guys know that Pioneer comes to Arena next week? Damn, too bad it's a dead format, so you can't play it. I meant that Geological Appraiser is banned in Pioneer. I did not realize that. Have you tried the Golgari food deck? It's probably not as good when you aren't cheating, but still looks like a fun combo deck. I mean, I wanted to try it, but then I thought the same, and I decided against it. If I played the Golgari deck, I would not play... I think I don't need Recruiter, actually, I don't want it. If I had Rest in Peace, that game is so easy, so I just want to Rest in Peace and split up. And Starfall Invocation as well. But yeah, it made me not try the deck in the end. But let's board the invocations now on the draw. Let's try a more defensive plan. Seems like I can't really out aggro and Ochulus, but I can kill them. It is weird to play sweepers and then auras and sweepers in the same deck, but such is life sometimes. Should I keep this? No, I shouldn't. No, this is a good hand. This deck is basically Boros control. Not even basically, it is Boros control. Split up, I'll keep split up. Sounds good. You don't get to make knights if you cascade into Recruiter, right? You do not. I think. Well, I'm sure you can, but I also, if you Carnosaur into Virtue of Loyalty, I think then you can cast Affinity. Because it costs less than the Carnosaur. But the knights cost more than the thing I cascade with. Will opponent have an answer? Well, they played their into the flood now. So, sort of. Maybe they have counters. Or picklocks. Let's just play the Reap again. They negated or something, then rough times. Refute, that would be nice. Refute, untap, Ochulus. Free the cool. Ooh, Monastery Mentor. Wait, chooses Helping Hand? You sure, buddy? Oh, you can't choose the Mentor, of course. You can just choose the Opt. Sweeper, let's keep. We just Mirrex and sweep. That's all we do. Am I playing at the Eternal Weekend? No, I am not going to the Eternal Weekend, in fact. Oh, for the Gene. Why not? Because... Well, I mean, I'm not going. It happens tomorrow, so... Takes more effort to go than not to go, so... It's not that I like Legacy. It's not that I have Legacy cards or Vintage cards, so I just have no reason to play. There's a modern destination qualifier on Sunday, which I would like to play in, sort of, but that's about it. Yes, sir. Alright, I'm back. I had to pick up a giant delivery of cat food and cat litter. It doesn't really matter much at all. I play Virtue of Loyalty. Exactly, good looking ass. Soul partition my reap. Oh no, their Jin has power now. They have even more soul partitions. How is this deck feeling? I saw it on Goldfish and was a bit lost. It's very goofy. Probably not very good. But maybe, you know, there is something to the idea of playing artifact monsters against the go for the throat meta. Weird how all of the removals are fake. It's just what you have access to in blue-white, I think. Your higher power could be God or Kanye West. It's often pretty hard to beat Soul Partition on an expensive card anyways. Get Lost is fine. Yeah, I don't like Get Lost much. But it is something you could play. I can cast the creature side of Virtue, it's just gonna cost 4 mana. Well, the adventure side of Virtue. Okay, that's a non-fake removal. Exorcise. What is happening on the exercise picture? Recommission. What do I play Virtue now? Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Zerk. We are going. We have nothing. Or maybe Negate they didn't want to spend. Ale w pizdę dostajesz. No chyba w twoich snach, bo ja tu widzę zupełnie inny obraz tej gry. What? Makes sense. But it comes stopped now, so that's really good. Healthy Genes. So now they have no creatures if I invocate. But I could also split up. Now I feel pretty comfortable with the sweeper to protect me as well. And the 2 extra loyalties to play. One of them can still make a creature for 4 mana. Because of Soul Shatter. Is it called Soul Shatter or something else? Soul Partition. Soul Shatter was an edict. Ooh. I summon the Carnosaurus. Discover 5. Quintorius Kand, perfect hit. I activate Quintorius Kand's ability to discover 4. I discover a Geological Appraiser. This is insane. I discover. I hit, sheltered by the ghosts. I'll enchant my Carnosaur. Kanister wins the match, cool. But there is no sealed leagues, you cannot play sealed leagues. Keep, put back maybe one of the assemblers. So let's see if I can play any limited challenges. So limited challenge tomorrow noon, but I'm not at home. Maybe the 9 PM one, but probably I will not be there by then. Actually 9 PM one tomorrow. Maybe I'll play this one. I don't know if those fire, but I could see myself doing that. Black green. Quintorius seems like a great card against black green. Tapland elf. Holy shit, this is so funny. Why is Scry not Surveil? Well, I play both. Like, are you asking me why I have played the Temple of Triumph over the Parlor? Turn 1, it seems like Surveilling is worse in this deck than Scrying is, as you have cards that are better in your deck than they are in your graveyard in general. Which means that there's little upside to doing that. We have GTFO. This cut down, they would not want to wait against this. It's really bad. So maybe they have Anoint or GTFO. Into GTFO, it's really good to play this. There's no other instance they can have, right? So in general, Scrying is better than Surveilling in this deck, and there's a chance I will never get to play this land. But if I play this one on turn 1, I already played it. Lifelink. Have Anoint. Sure. Maybe Terras on there, that's also a card they could have. Some people play that main deck. No, they have a cut down, so they just didn't care about not being able to target it. If I pass up with the mana to put a counter. Holy shit, black green is such an awkward deck. You ramp into... You ramp to nothing with your elves. Your hand is all removal, and like, that's just this doesn't make sense. It's a bad elf deck. Whenever they play an elf against me, I just chill and ignore it instead of being scared, so it's just a signal that it's maybe not too good in the deck. Seems like they have a GTFO. They just tried to cast a GTFO on that last turn. It's all built around a card that is really mediocre. It's not the biggest fan of this deck. Can we hit all 4 Etali's favors? Almost. I'll trade for a demon with this. Probably can just attack with everybody, like if they eat my monster or the demon, I really don't care. If the Seraph stays in play, a Seraph that they can't kill really. Appraiser. I mean, it's not bad. I would like to skip my Josted next turn, I guess. Why even play 4 Imodane? Well, I have 3. Won't you rather have a better chance of hitting Etali's favors with your Discover? Sort of, but not really. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's the idea behind all of this. But here I think I would prefer a Recruiter because of possibility of removal. But there's 3 of those in the deck, but it's weird. I don't know. Who the heck knows? Let's gain lifelink still. Ooh, they have anoint. Got me. Got me good. Are there any other limited challenges during the week? Limited prelim on Monday. Noon. Okay, that sounds good. On Tuesday, 9. This one for sure fires. I mean, limited might fire, like limited players are actually 9 AM limited once again. Damn. Limited players might actually be a different enough breed that it might just work out. Imodane is recruiter. That's why you play free recruiters, it's to be able to cascade multiple times and win. What are your thoughts on the Golgari deck? I was just saying that it's unplayable, that it looks terrible to me. And that's because I think it is. Like, it's routinely happens that they play an elf. They just don't have a follow-up because their hand is all removal and I'm not sure that Annex is a card worth building around so much. Like, it seemed that people thought that at Worlds, but I don't get that. Maybe I want Starfall Invocations over the Etali favors. It seems kind of risky to play Auras. Can board out the assemblers. They seem weak. The Beza, well, we'll see. Weird version of Golgari ramp with just 3 elves. Well, in the ramp I probably would play. The elves, maybe, I don't know. I mean, what's ramp? Is it the Beans Overlord deck? Yeah, 15 free drops. Maybe play less free drops. My experience in actual games is that they just don't use their elf mana too well. And it seems like a recurring problem for them. Mosswood Dread Knight. Nice draw. I sound the prototype man, Steel Seraph. Another elves comes to the rescue. Bros, my Beza will do nothing. Except for gaining full ice, so actually it will do something. Enjoying a card because they have so many. I take it back. My Beza is incredible. Never ever get mana screwed against Beza again, chat. Now it is time for Quintorius Kand to show that he actually can. Sheltered by the ghosts. Cool. Sour Planet 2 Shelter is so funny. Can kill my Quintorius, I'll just kill you. It just seemed that everyone else is. I think I'll put back the aura, but not sure. 2 drop. Nice. Fountainport, graveyards. Oh no, I can't kill the bot. The crypto deck. I don't get it. Crypto. Seems like blue-black mid-range. Oh, let's cast a recruiter. I'm gonna be spending my mana. Cryptic. You might run Cryptic code, but that's about it. Flat Pits Drowner. Solid. Now they hit a land and special summon Kaito. I'll be in trouble. Ooh, Season of the Burrow. That's solid. Etali's favor. Okay, I'll cast it. Cut down. Oh yeah. Cast it on this, I guess I dodge annoyance. But still. I get GTA votes, alright, Etali's favor. Best card ever. Can't wait to cut it post-board once again, as I still don't understand why it's doing here. I should block this as vigilance. Maybe another appraiser. Season of the Burrow can be quite good later on, but if I run it into a quench, that sounds bad. Get a recruiter. Deck builder, search, discover into deck builder and dragged and dropped. Honestly, it seems like that happens, yeah. Steel Seraph at 6 mana is literally unkillable for their deck, so it is not unquenchable, unfortunately, but here we go. I mean, I guess Flatpits Rounder can answer it, but it's really good. Dead to Seraph. I guess they probably get tilted by not drawing their third land, but... So Beza is not particularly great against their deck. Etali's favor seems unplayable. Can run Sheltered by Ghosts, as we do every single time. We want to keep all of the artifact creatures. Maybe Kayla's command. It also makes an artifact creature. Holy shit, it's so bad as a sorcery as well. Let's go. I keep Appraiser. It's a perfect turn for play. I should have played a Mishra's Foundry. Because if they flash in a monster and they want to put Kaito into play, I could use the 2/2 and Foundry to kill Kaito. That's really bad. Now I have to draw my second white for Kayla's commando. If that happens. Seems like they don't have Kaito or don't want to put it into play. Autonomous Assembler is white. Or cap GTFO. We have one day Carnosaur. Oh, seems good. I have two more lands. One of them is a Survey land. Curiosity. Fair. So I could shelter it on the assembler and then Anoint can still kill it, but not cut down. Sounds like my best move. Of course I get blown out if I get wrecked. Land so you can turn 6 Carnosaur. Damn, Shelter by Ghost, pretty powerful card. Let's appraise. Let's hit another Sheltered, let's go. Tidebinder, let's hit nothing, let's go. They want to trade a 2 for 1. But they get Curiosity back, not really. Price Shelter by Ghost. I have read somewhere, I think in my Discord, in our Discord chat, that it's a $7 uncommon, but that sounded like a lot. That was you. Yeah, crazy price. Let's cast the Dinosauros and see what happens. If it gets Tidebinder, that's still a 7/6. Season of the Burrow, new card. I guess I'll make 5 rabbits. This Boros Quintorius Kand deck is giga broken. Does every deck in standard play Fountainport? When I played blue-black, I didn't play Fountainport. I played 3 Soulstone Sanctuaries. They seemed better to me by a tiny bit. Many decks do. It's pretty good call as utility land, so I guess the best call is utility land probably. Except for when your deck would prefer Soulstone Sanctuary, which is plausible. Clearly they don't have a removal for my assembler. Next time we're gonna show them. The lifelink on Shelter by Ghost lets you stay unbothered by the chip damage your opponent deals to you. It's pretty convenient. You can give double strike to the assembler next turn. It's gonna be chump blocked anyway, so it doesn't matter, but Kayla's commands, I guess, doesn't do much else. You can also pump it with the Mishra's Foundry to gain Giga Life. Ooh, no, Death Touch. RIP. Can't attack for that. Gonna attack next turn. Really big Mishra's found you. 5-5. Even Gix's command can't clear my rabbits now, so I think my opponent is hopeless. Deep cavern bot, sure buddy. Deep cavern body. It's kind of weird how you can play Shattered by Ghosts with artifact creatures because they have almost X-proof. Slightly stupid, slightly neat. I think mostly stupid, but here we go, the perfect hit, Quintorius Kand. I like the Quintorius Kand pose when he's showing off his skills, and it just fits so well. Ta-da! Quintorius Kand. Imodane's Recruiter. Kanister wins the match. This is crazy, bros. The easiest 4-0 ever. Oj, oj, oj. Dzień dobry. I'll say to Barczek. But I will also mulligan my hand as it contains no colored mana. This one is fine. We can put back an Imodane's Recruiter. Imodane na bottom będzie. This is a joke that's based on Polish words. I'll explain it to you. Dane, Dutch means to give, and dane is a form of the word to give, which, and you know, the first three letters is IMO, so IMO in my opinion. So I just said Imo dane na bottom będzie, so in my opinion I'll put this on the bottom, but it's called Imodane, so it's actually really funny. Yep. What did the Pioneer instant win deck have that this deck doesn't in standard? It had 10 4 mana clones that can clone Planeswalkers as well. Mostly Spark Double, I guess. It had Spark Double. Or Glasspool Mimic in case of Appraiser. 5 spells. Aye, that's an awkward draw. What is the opponent trying to do? Summon Tolarian Terrors. Now the Beanstalk is gonna draw cards with them. Tolarian Terrors and Eddie Murk Crabs. Also unsummon my Night tokens, that's really good. I could have drawn a Fountainport, maybe that was better, honestly. Probably it was better. Could hit a land drop. Yeah, that was absolutely better. Nice song. Beza draws. While Appraiser gets Aura. I think I prefer Beza. Appraiser next turn with my mountain, of course. See? I hate playing this terror deck. I never feel like I'm going to lose to it, except sometimes I do. Well, it spends the first few turns fucking around, and then it's just mono giga efficient spells, right? Mono 1 mana terrors, 2 mana crabs, and bounce spells and bushwalks, so it's pretty easy to lose to it, I found. So I actually am definitely scared of playing against the Tolerant Terror deck. Oh, it feels insulting to lose to a deck with 6 to 8 unsummons, does it? Like, unsummon is just fine in standard. It's just actually quite strong. What are the best blocks my opponent has? If I attack with all, they block the small ones and I die. If I attack with those, villain doesn't have great blocks. I think a pauper deck is stronger than a standard deck. And yeah, this does die to crab now. Well, this I blocked twice, so I guess I don't die to this crab, but if villain plays another, I will die. But I'm happy to die, like I'm not unhappy to. Like my goal is not to just, it's not just to survive. It's to win. Poland analyzed. I think Etali's favor doesn't quite do it. Split up looks okay. Rest in peace looks okay. Sheltered by the ghost, as always, comes in. Actually, maybe it doesn't this time. Villain is on unsummons only. And I think it just doesn't enter. Actually. My deck. Beza looking not so relevant, 4 or 5 stats as well. Raph not good. I don't think I want to be raffing. Favor can hit rest in peace if I just keep 4, it hits rest in peace often. It's weak to unsummons maybe. But I mean, it's also a sort of a tempo deck, so a tempo deck is obviously pretty good at using unsummons, right? Stormchaser's Talent is the way to lose to what did I do? Holy fuck, what? This momentary lapse of judgment made me play the wrong land and I don't. I don't play the virtue, that is so bad. It actually ruins everything. Maybe I'll Carnosaur the Otter now. But I could have just played this and then Etali's 5 for rest in peace. I cast Reap. This doesn't seem like a personal big counter spell. type behavior. I think my opponent simply doesn't have a removal for SNPs in their hand right now, and they are lamenting that fact. Although maybe we'll see. Nowhere to run. No, no, bro, no. Nowhere to run. After I ripped you, bro. This deck looks cool. I love the elephant. Yeah. Sort of does. It kind of looks stupid more so than good, than cool, I think. In my own estimation so far, but fair. Should we just play Quintorius and go with the flow? Likely to end up on their SNPs anyways. Maybe a Quintorius and plus, but... See, we had Appraiser, perfect. Favor. Recruiter. That's fine. %95% of the Pioneer Pia deck is in standard, but completely outclassed. What's Pioneer Pia? Yeah, I guess Showdown is the only good card in that deck, so it does make sense that if it doesn't have the best card, it doesn't exist. But that's funny, indeed. Pia na lar. Co ty robisz, chłopie, za bouncy? Kurwa, co to jest? To jest OP. Co ty robisz? Nie rób tak. Co jeszcze Bushwalk zawalczy? Co za typ? No nie. Nie mogę normalnie. Fortunately I have lethal, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Hello, spicy bro. Yeah, I net decked, but it's a wild deck. Doesn't make too much sense, but somehow I'm winning in the true Boros combo control style. If you were to cut the bad cards in this version of red-white, would you add the white talent? I don't know. That would just fully put this deck into Boros control category, which I think is a bit bad. What if I try to make my deck cheaper and I cut the Fountainports? And I play Sheltered actually, just for the otters. Although this is a nowhere to run deck, so Sheltered is kind of rough. Maybe Steel Seraph is just bad in the deck, in the matchup. Feels like it is. Maybe Beza is okay. But there's plenty of space to cut cards that don't make sense and add cards that make sense for this deck. I don't know what the final version of this would look like. Such they didn't print Spark Double in Foundations. I actually enjoy that, because had they printed Spark Double, you'd play Quintorius and you'd just do the like combo thing, and it's kinda, it optimizes the fun out of it. I think that's too extreme. While now you're playing Quintorius Kand and you're doing some pointless shit, and it's funny. Oh no, Pollack's analyzed. Surveil. Etali's favor. So I guess this is likely to be a rest in peace, but I don't know if I want it. Because I think my curve is gonna be different. Here a survey line would have been better. It's also likely to get unsummoned. Well, you know, sort of. You say that, but... Mirrex. Okay, let's appraise some geologics. Ella. Recruiter? I barely knew her. Ella. This is 10 damage, so you better cast something that provides you with the ability to survive. What is rematch? It's a Polishified spelling of rematch, the English word. So just say it out loud, rematch. It's when you play against someone for the second time. I bounced the beans and your 2-2 token. No i zajebiście kurwa, ziomek. Ja wolę, żeby on był w moim ręku. Bouncing my recruiter. Guess you don't want to bounce the appraiser even more so. But we are possibly training troops next turn, chat. Train troops. Train troops. I think I have too many Fountainports and Mirrexes in this deck. I have used Fountainport the grand total of 0 times, and right, change of plans. And I was mana screwed more than once, so don't negate me, bro. It would be truly not cool if you did that. Discover. Rest in peace. Oh, that's a good hit. Sokenzan has rotated out. Eddie Murk Crapster. Oh no. Too bad. But no more Terrors and Crapsters for now, at least. So while Quintorius dies, I would argue that it did its job. Ella. Ter Asander. Cool. Asander Ter. Bushwhack, bro, stop it. It's too much. You can't do it. You can't do that. Etali's favor, do we want it? I don't think so. Was Etali a Phyrexian during LCI? Or not yet? Not yet. Could make sense that the favor would be a positive effect then. Seed of Hope, Milling Anoint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells in their graveyard already, so a villain can just deploy many terrors. 1. This town with beans with a new and quirky combo. Well put. Interestingly, villain did not play the beans before playing the terror, so that's a cowardly move. Seed of Hope looking about the same it always does, so really all good. I summon the Carnosaurus. No counter spells, bro. I know your deck is blue, but Modane's Recruiter. Maybe train troops to not insta die to the Crapster. Next turn I can play 2 recruiters. I'm likely to die to the crab as still. Well, not really, maybe not. Green? No, blue. Okay. I'll die if there is 2 removal spells, or I guess another crab. No! This town not big enough for 2 meme decks. Damn. No 5-0 for the Quintorius meme.com.